What up, y'all? We out here burning this midnight oil. We got one more topic for y'all to discuss tonight. Tyler, I want to have a discussion on production, if we can. In the NFL, we got a lot of guys demanding a lot of money, and sometimes that money doesn't match the production. These guys, they play hard when they get in the league, they get this money, and they kind of just fade away into oblivion. I want to talk about a few guys, but first, I'm going to give a little backstory of what we're going to talk about. So, for the people that's out here listening to this video, when we first dropped this channel, the first thing we talked about was QB rankings. At the QB rankings, we talked about wide receiver rankings. We ranked our top 10 wide receivers, and I put a guy in my top 10 that you guys did not have in y'all top 10. His name was Zay Flowers. I put him at number 8. And y'all gave me a lot of flack about that. Yeah, I got a lot of hate from you and Dan for having this guy in my top 10. And y'all had a guy by the name of AJ Brown. Both of y'all had him in y'all top 5. We're going to start the discussion with these two. Zay Flowers right now has 23 catches, 305 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 games. AJ Brown, 4 games, 14 catches, 151 yards, 1 touchdown. Tell me why AJ Brown should be ranked ahead of Zay Flowers right now. You couldn't tell me then. Let's see if you can tell me now. By the way, I had Zay Flowers 8. I had AJ Brown 9 on my list. So, you know.
Sorry. So,
a lot of silence.
I was waiting until you done. I didn't want to cut you off. You done?
It was a lot of silence. There's a lot of dead space.
You done?
Go ahead.
You like to do this a little bit. Okay, just making sure. But AJ Brown is a better receiver than Zay Flowers. We definitely gonna see now that Lamar Jackson is hurt, and if Cooper Rush can give him the ball. So let's not act like this man can play with anybody. Let's see what happens with Lamar Jackson being out. That's first off. Secondly, I put AJ Brown ahead of Zay Flowers because production from over the years. AJ Brown is a 3-time All-Pro, All-Second Team. AJ Brown has 5,000 yards, five receiving years with 1,000 yards receiving in 7 years. So AJ Brown is a physical receiver, can contest the catch. He's not getting the ball because the offensive coordinator is complete doo-doo. If your game plan is to not give your best receiver the ball, then you should be fired on the spot. That's the first thing. The Ravens' game plan giving Zay Flowers the ball, which I can respect a whole lot.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Let me finish. They run the ball first, yes, but Lamar's first read is Zay Flowers. Because Lamar's first read is Zay Flowers. It is definitely Zay Flowers. Because if you look, Lamar Jackson, he goes through his progressions, and he ends up throwing Zay Flowers at the end. And or Rashad Bateman if he just happens to be down the field somewhere. But AJ Brown is a better receiver than Zay Flowers. I will die on that hill religiously.
It's my turn to speak.
Go for it. The floor is yours.
The criteria for that list was the top 10 wide receivers going into this season. I really wish we'd have posted that video. We can't post that video, y'all, because we clown on a couple of receivers really bad and it's really long. Y'all would never watch the whole thing. What's up?
So, I'm going to say this. The year AJ Brown had last year, he was definitely one of the top 5 receivers going into the league.
Okay, I give you that. But based on trajectory, the 2 years Zay Flowers is in the league, he also deserved to be in the top 10, in my opinion. And his usage rate was not as high as AJ Brown. And his numbers were damn near similar to me. That's why I ranked him where I did. I think Zay Flowers will end this year with more catches, more yards, and possibly more touchdowns and less targets than AJ Brown.
I agree.
These are two teams that run the ball first, 2 teams that are running quarterbacks. There are no plays particularly designed for Zay Flowers. There are plays designed to get the ball to AJ Brown. I think Zay Flowers plays hard for his size. He's tough. I don't think the same thing can be said about AJ Brown. Shout out to the Mississippi native, but I don't think he plays as hard as Zay Flowers does. But we're just not going to harp on AJ Brown. No, he's not the only one getting it tonight. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this is me as a person watching and knows what it's like when people are upset. But AJ Brown is not playing hard because I think he knows that the offense is not good enough to win a Super Bowl, and I think he knows that he needs to be having more targets. Like I think he knows that. Not a diva thing, but that's a conversation he has to have with the coach, in my opinion.
It's the same guys they had last year. They're not good enough. Same coach.
No, I'm just the
offense coordinator is different.
That's what I'm saying. That he knows that part's not good enough because the offensive coordinator, if you watch the games, it's like first, second down, run the ball, third down, pass it. It's routine, no play action, nothing. It's a boring offense.
That's the GM fault. Head coach, they hired offensive coordinator Peter or Kevin.
I agree.
Stefanski or whatever. Get the guy up out of here. But while we on AJ Brown, there's another guy y'all ranked below him that I had above him, and I was really pissed off about this. Let's talk about CeeDee Lamb. He's played in 2 games. No, take it back. He's played in 7 quarters this year. 7. He has 16 catches, 222 yards, 0 touchdowns. That's in 2 games. AJ's played 4. Go ahead.
Is CeeDee Lamb the reason they lost that first game?
He had some tough drops in the fourth quarter. Yeah.
Okay.
AJ Brown has dropped passes this year. So what?
But they haven't lost. That's the thing.
He had 2 drops in the fourth quarter. I give him that.
2 big drops. The Cowboys should be 1, 1, basically.
I don't know what the hell the Cowboys should be. That team's just something else. You don't want to pick. You don't want to. I have yet to pick right on the Cowboys. So
I think I picked them to win, but that's a different conversation.
They didn't win.
I didn't lose either.
And I was right.
Anyway, but I had CeeDee Lamb 5 just because of the drops, though. That was my only reason for CeeDee Lamb, because of the drops.
I think producer Dan, who's hiding behind the scenes, did not have CeeDee Lamb ranked at all, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't. To be fair, he's a Cowboy fan, and he hates CeeDee Lamb. He hates the Cowboys, but he's a Cowboys fan.
So he told me, man, that hate ain't good for you. You gotta get out of there while you can, man, like I did.
Shout out Dak Prescott. I know y'all hate on him, but shout out Dak Prescott, man.
I get credit where credit's due. He's playing good right now, so shout out to Dak. He almost worth that money, but he ain't. So there were other guys we discussed that Dan was real high on too. Since he's out there in DC, he's high on this guy, Scary Terry, and he said that Terry McLaurin was the top receiver on that team. He's the top 10 wide receiver. And I said, Terry McLaurin is not even no more receiver on his team now. And he gave me hell about it. And I'm telling you right now, I was right. After 4 games in the season, I was right.
Me too.
Terry McLaurin. Did you say? But I think you still thought he was no more receiver on that team. I told you what.
I said by default.
And I told y'all that ain't true. I think Deebo Samuel's no more receiver. It's proven to be true so far this year. Terry McLaurin, though, 10 catches, 149 yards, no touchdowns. He just got the big extension. He getting DK Metcalf money. What's your thoughts on Terry so far?
Well, no thoughts, because he's not our number 1 receiver. Secondly, he's hurt. Do you know why he's hurt? Because he didn't go to training camp or play in the preseason. That's what happens. That's what happens. So
And for transparency, those stats are for 3 games. He did not play this week, so I'm gonna throw that out there. But his counterpart, who was in training camp, who came into camp fat, people talked about him. But look at him outside on the field. He has 22 catches, 204 yards and 2 touchdowns. Oh, and by the way, he has a rushing touchdown too. So shout out to Deebo Samuel, who's out there playing like Deebo Samuel. So
Shout out Cliff Kingsbury for scheming DJ Samuel open. Debo Samuel open.
shout out to the Orbit Suites, man. They're gonna take over the league. I'm telling you, Orbit Suites are coming. They're gonna take over the league.
And I'm gonna say this: shout out Luke McCaffrey, undrafted free agent wide receiver, Chris McCaffrey's brother, for stepping in for Terry McLaurin.
This is third year. He finally getting some reps. So
second year.
Oh, second year, like his third year. Okay, second year. That's cool. But we talked about what was that? We talked about I'm not gonna harp on Terry. I'm not gonna stay on it too long because we got some other guys to get to. But yeah, we talked about how Terry wasn't deserving of that money, and he's not. He's getting DK Metcalf money, and let's talk about DK Metcalf, who's getting the money this year.
Deserves
Terry's gonna kick in the next year. DK's getting it right now. DK has 15 catches, 206 yards, 3 touchdowns. Big game in London this past week. Slow start the first couple weeks of the season. Really turned it up these last 2 weeks. I think DK's going to start getting it going. I'm okay with the production so far. I think the touchdown saved it right now for me. But what's your thoughts on DK?
I think DK is doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. Like, he's catching touchdowns in the red zone. He had a 60-yard touchdown in London, so he's still showcasing the speed and strength. He has a quarterback because I don't know what it was last year, but they were not giving him the ball in Seattle. But this year they make it known to give him the ball starting out the game, which I really appreciate. So I think DK is worth the money as long as you have the quarterback that can get it to him. So that's my harp on DK.
I think DK has proven that he can be a number one guy. He don't need nobody on the other side because he definitely gonna have nobody on the other side right now. Kevin Austin just found out he's hurt. So Roman Wilson, your time is now. DK with Aaron Rodgers proven to be pretty good in the red zone. If DK comes out and has another game this week like he had last week, I can't think for. Let's see what they're playing.
I'm gonna say this about DK. He's a red zone receiver. Like, he is the receiver you go to. You got to throw it high for a jump ball. That's his main goal in the red zone.
But he can go deep too, though.
Yeah,
don't get twisted now.
Yeah, I'm saying in the red zone you got to find DK.
In your opinion, how much better do you think AJ Brown is than DK? Just based on this year, how much better do you think AJ Brown is than DK Metcalf?
I can't say AJ Brown's better than DK this year.
That's why I want to see if it's going to be a truther right now.
But only because AJ Brown's not getting the ball. That's my only thing.
Is he trying hard enough to get the ball? That's my thing.
The first games he was, yes, but I think this game he just didn't know what to do at this point. It's like it looks like they're making him look like he hates football.
I feel like he's walking around the field against Dallas too, though. But okay, I had to rewatch the game. That was week 1. I don't know if I ever get back to watching it, but I feel like I said something on one of the episodes talking to you. I think he's half-assing it out there to me. But, I could be wrong. Speaking of half-assing, talk about this team out here in Nashville. Their number one wide receiver, Calvin Ridley.
Here we go.
4 games. All games. He's played 80% of the snaps. He has 10 catches, 141 yards, no touchdowns. That's through 4 games. That is your number one wide receiver, everybody. 10 catches, 141 yards through 4 games. The floor recognizes Tyler.
I just want to say that you were high on Calvin Ridley and they drafted Cam Ward. This is what you said. You said that Calvin Ridley is going to help Cam Ward out a lot.
I thought that's all he's going to have. I told you. I've said it. I said Cam Ward is in for a long season. I said this season could destroy him based on the weapons they have on this team. I said I hope he's tough enough to survive. You remember me saying that?
I do.
Do you remember that?
But you also said it would help him. Right. You also said it would help him. It would help him. But I want to say this. It looked like he was better with Will Levis at quarterback.
I think the offensive line was better last year too. I think the offensive line has gotten worse, and they supposedly have one of the best offensive line coaches in the league. I can't tell. This is the worst offensive line I've seen in the league this year, and I've seen Houston play. I've seen Oakland play. Tennessee's is worse. Cam Ward has been sacked 17 times through 4 games, on pace to get sacked 80 times. 80. That is insane. You don't draft a quarterback first overall and spit it after they get sacked 80 times. That is not what you do. But you got when he's not getting sacked, his receiver's not getting open. Calvin really looks washed like fresh linen. This dude is just done for.
He looks old.
I don't think he's 30.
I say he looks old though. That's what I'm saying. He looks old.
That's what I'm saying. He looks slow. What happened? He looked a little better last year.
That barbecue got to him.
Barbecue.
Nashville barbecue.
That could be the case for Kevin Ridley. I don't think the production is there for him. I look for Eric Ailmanor to be the number 1 guy moving forward. I think Calvin Ridley might get traded, or they might just cut him in off season if they can't get enough for him.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What happened to Brian Thomas Jr.? Where is his production?
He's out there. They feeding the ball to Travis Hunter. What do you want? Get the ball. The man.
Yeah, I think he was on your top 10 list.
Thomas Jr. He was number
6, I think.
5 or number 6. I think he was number 6. I think I had Malik Neighbors number 5. I know I had a back-to-back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think this guy's legit, man. That's your number 1 wide receiver. No disrespect to Travis Hunter, but why are we doing design plays with Travis Hunter? We got a damn Megatron on the other side of the field. Give the man the ball. And I do mean Calvin Johnson Megatron is on the other side of the field. That's who he reminds me of. Get a man the ball. Same size, same speed. Get that man the ball. That's my opinion on that. I don't understand what they're doing. I still like how Jacksonville looks, but why are we not giving the ball to Brian Thomas Jr.? I just don't get it. I mean, that is a guy that can be 100 catch, 1,500-yard receiver, double-digit touchdown, year in and year out type of guy.
I agree.
And I think we wasted him so far this year. Yeah, 88 catches last year, I think. I haven't even pulled up his stats, but he's somewhere. He had more than that.
I think it was like 92 and like 1,400 yards, I think.
Yeah. He had close to 100 catches last year.
As a rookie.
That's crazy.
And they were losing games, so now they're winning games, but now they can't find the ball. Make it make sense.
Crazy. Let's moving on to another guy, man, that's not getting the ball like he was last year. Well, I'm not gonna say he's getting the ball. Just not getting the yardage he was last year. Nico Collins. I had him on my honorable mention. He did not make my top 10, but I said a strong year this year would put him in there. I actually chose Tyreek Hill over him at the end. I had Tyreek 10, and I put Nico honorable mention. But yeah, 18 catches, 260 yards, 2 touchdowns. Your thoughts on Nico Collins?
I'm shocked to hear those stats. I didn't think he was catching the ball at all. Because the Texans their offensive line is so bad, I don't see C.J. Stroud pass it.
And he gets the ball out every once in a while. Nico has been a recipient. But he just doesn't seem like he's breaking tackles to me this year. I don't know what's up with that. I know he was coming off an injury in the offseason. Don't know if it's the lack of not having Tank Dell or the emergence of Jay Higgins. They do have Christian Kirk, somebody like that. He hasn't played yet. So I don't know what the deal is on why he's not getting the yardage he was. I don't know what the hell going on in Houston. I can't really explain it.
It's like the whole team is not the Houston Texans that we know, including the defense. My thing about the Texans,
the defense supposed to be a lot better than what it is.
I was a Nico Collins believer, like you guys were. It's starting to prove it to me right now. It's like I looked at his route tree after the second game, I believe. He ran a whole bunch of go routes and hitches. If he's a top guy, he should have more in his repertoire.
I agree, man. Maybe Nico is not the number one guy that I thought him to be. So that's what I'm getting at right here. I think Nico Collins probably should be compared more to T. Higgins than Jamar Chase, if you kind of see what I'm saying.
I wouldn't
We
disrespect T.
compare
Higgins like that though.
we comparing them to the wrong guys. I'm like talking instead of comparing it to the number one receivers, we compare it to number two receivers. I think Nico Collins is a really good number two receiver from looking at from what I've seen this year. Now maybe it's because they can't hold the ball as long as they want to, and maybe that has something to do with it. But I don't know.
But yeah, guys, that's it, man. Yeah, Joel.
That's it.
Yeah, Joel. You'll hear him? Well, he's screaming. That's why. There will be a part 2 on this discussion. Let us know what y'all think, man. For Robert Stewart Productions, who did we leave out? Let us know. Don't say Lab McConkey because he's fine.
We got 4 names, y'all. We're gonna talk about Vontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, Puka Nakua. We're gonna get back to you on that. We out.